Orang bilang, kerja di dunia entertainment harus ngandelin passion. Karena dengan berani punya passion, kita bisa melampaui batasan. Passion juga yang membuat kita berani improve diri agar selalu relevan. Gue menjaga passion gue dengan berlari. Karena berlari ngajarin gue tentang berproses, disiplin, dan dedikasi. Sehingga hidup gue tetap seimbang dan terus berkembang. Tanpa passion, gue bakal sulit menghadapi hidup yang penuh rintangan. Jadi teruslah berlari dengan passionmu agar kamu bisa mencapai life goalmu. Running for Passion with MS Glover Man.
So welcome back into the Motorsport Indonesia in 2025-2026. We are not done yet. We are back in the Europe, still in Europe, in the very west, that is United Kingdom, in Donington. We are now in round 9. It is a wonderful track in here in Donington Park. That is a spectacular track. Also the historical track in here, Makoy Jillevilleneuve Speed Piece Together United Kingdom Grand Prix. 4.02 km, 13 meter track width. That is so narrow, this track. 573 meters long the straight only. Had Irfan is last winner in 2024 as me, myself, and lap record is myself with 122.8 and 123.1. And today already broken by Juanda with 121. No, with Haider, sorry. So, this track having 14 turns, very flowing this track, 9 right turns and 5 left turns. We have so many right turns in here, so demanding right tire in this track, up and downhill. I very like this track, so 5 left corner only, including last corner. So many overtaking hotspot in here, including the first sector and then last sector with 2 hairpin. And here we are, round 9, Donington Park, Makoy GP Sprint.
Hello and happy Saturday to you who are watching the Makoy GP Sprint here in the 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Makoy GP. And I've said before, we are entering to the sprint class or the sprint section for the Makoy GP class. We are going to see all the riders here will race in a short amount of time, but not that quite short, since we are going to have around 35% of lap race, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? So
yes,
yeah,
yes, it is.
it is gonna be a long sprint, if I can say, not just like some sprints before. But then again, back with me, Ariel, and also Lucian Smith in the commentary box, who will guide you along the race. And after this, we also going to have the Makoy PlayStation class. So before we're starting, let's shout out to our sponsor here who are supporting us in this season. We have Makoy Jillevilleneuve, we have also Macoi Studio, MS Gloverman, BGP, Booby Snack, WD Tour, FRP, and Rynex Wear. Also thank you to BGP and Esport Indonesia as our media partner, and Makoy also DRL as our technical partner. Welcome to round 9 of the season for the Makoy GP class, and this is Donington Park, as was said before, one of the historical track, one of the legendary track in Moto GP, and this is Makoy Jillevilleneuve United Kingdom Grand Prix.
Yeah, it is a wonderful track in here, but actually not quite pretty good with the location. This track very near the airport. So many riders complain about the airport oil, with the airplane oil that coming down into the track and making the track so slippery. That's why the MotoGP in real life moving into the Silverstone and not using this track anymore. But World Superbike still using this track. A lot of battle happening in here, including with Jonathan Rea, Toprak Praskajoglu, also with the Ben Sykes in the past. So many battle in this track. I really like this track. As you can see in the scene before, that the track flowing so much with the uphill and downhill, and 2 hairpins and 1 chicane. So many overtaking hotspot in this area, in this track. So yeah. And what do you think about today? We having a battle with the championship in this category, in this class, with Juanda and also Gilang Aditya.
Well, since there's a thing in here in the Makoy GP class, it is gonna be fire, and it is going to be a head between those riders. But then again, we have to see how they will take this. Will they finish it here and now in the sprint, or will they extend it into the main race later on tomorrow? But before that, let's see our starting grid here. Starting from the first row, we have Muhammad Haidar in the first place, Juanda starting in second place, and Gilang Aditya in third place. Following up in position 4, 5, and 6, we have Igo Fernando, Fahri Adriansyah, and also Fadlu Rahman in second row. Then in third row, we have Pamukji Nugroho, Zaki Vatan, and also Grebian Azza from position 7, 8 to 9. Then in the fourth row, we have Persetio, Silverte Wingi, and Pascal Tio from position 10, 11 to 12. And then for P13, 14, and 15, we have Afrizal Fad, Bagus Wisnu, and Wiputra completing 5th row. And then in the 6th row, we have Ben Rosmarian, Jonathan Smith, and Fauzan Ratullah from position 16 to position 18. In the last row, we have Farel Firstian, Giselle Laurent, and also Ricard Perdana from position 19, 20, and 21. So yeah, the battle between those two trying to claim the title of champion here in the season will be, I don't know if it's gonna be decided here, but I think this is gonna be like something like deciding moment, you know. It's gonna be crucial for them.
Yeah, and we as I know about this championship battle today, if Juanda win today or making in the top 3, then Gilang must finish in the top 15 tomorrow in the main race. So tomorrow can be deciding for this class, as we know that Juanda having a very large gap in the championship standing, and Gilang also in the back of him, mainly only having the challenge to catch up with Juanda, as Fahri Andrianza so far behind Gilang right now, as Fahri also battling with Eko Fernando in the championship. So yeah, it's between 3 and 4, 1 and 2. So Juanda and versus Gilang, also Eko Fernando versus Fahri. We have to battle in here, Ariel, with top 3 in championship standing. As we know, Juanda is so strong in this class, also with Gilang Aditya also strong in this class. And Fahri, I don't know what happened with him, as in the last few Grand Prix he's struggling to get into the podium position, even in the top 5, Ariel.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see that on the race later on. But talking about the championship and also the title contender, I'm gonna let us slide to the stewards and also race direction to do the math. But yeah, we'll see if this race, this sprint on the Makoy GP class will give us some surprises and also some good points to the riders. But then again, let's begin the sprint here, and we're going to start.
So as the red flag already leaving the track and the green flag is waving in the background, careful there, wingsman in the background because the car behind you. So Haida the pole position today in the Donington Park and also in the tomorrow race as red light around. And here we go, we are racing in Donington Park for the first time in the Moto Indonesia, and right now Mohammed Haidar is leading so gracefully in the first place. That is Aprilia in the background. I believe that is Fadlu Rahman or Juanda. Oh, that is Juanda, and also Fadlu Rahman that is certainly in turn 1 as Haidar on pole shot today. New holster for Muhammad Haidar in the first place with his Yamaha, and also in the second place with Gilang Aditya. Could start there from Gilang Aditya, also Juanda in the third place. We have Babuji Nikrobian. Oh, that is someone in the red in the background. Oh, who is that? I believe that is Jonathan Smith. Wow, that is in the grass. Not a good start there from Jonathan Smith, as we saw in the Mandalika. So he is pitting in few laps after his debut in the Motorsport Indonesia, and we now back at the front again with Gilang Aditya and also Haidar in front, battling as Juanda behind Gilang. That is a neatly job from Gilang, but not a good job from Juanda. That is really a lot of homework there from Juanda.
Well, Haidar winning the race here for the sprint for 11 laps. Can he stand still in first place while Gilang Aditya trying to make a run from a different line, I can say, giving Juanda some space to sneak it into second place while Gilang dropping into third place. And Eko Fernando looks like have a hold in position 4, just observing and try to take and chase the momentum to the top rider up in the front of him. Muhammad Haidar is giving a good go so far since the beginning of the race, still holding P1 with his Yamaha, and this is the first time I see that the leading bike is a Yamaha in this class, if I'm not mistaken. The fastest lap for Muhammad Haidar is set for the first time with 1:25.024. So yeah, it's going to be faster. I think it is Gilang who just fell down. Was it Gilang? I think it is Gilang who just fell down in that moment. I think it is going into turn 4 to 5 and 6. So long to Gilang Aditya have to gone to position 14 after the epic battle with Juanda for the second place.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Gilang Aditya, that is crashing down into the turn. I can't believe it. Well, which turn is that? I think turn 6, that is Gilang crashed down there. And that is so gnarly, that the turn. And as we know in the background between Yamaha, there's the RT leads there from Fari on the side of BrakeGP there, battling for the P7, I believe, with also Zeki Fatan still battling each other there as Rabian has so calmly in front of them. And BrakeGP is leading the battle as now, including going into the oh, there is a good overtake there from BrakeGP going from the onside. Oh, that is so hard there from BrakeGP. So when they're going into turn 1 as Juanda, or fast lap stay 122.4, and Fahri Andrianza still in behind of BrakeGP. That is so aggressive there from BrakeGP going into the lap 3, 9 laps to go. Still a long way to go in here, but Not to mention, this track is so tiny. Around 121, it's like such free, so fast in here. One lap only 1 minute, past 1 minute, not even 1.5 minutes. So 9 laps to go is very long if we saw it in the tiny screen, but in real life that is so fast. 9 laps to go. We have pedal again in the front as Juanda going to the inside. Oh, that is so deep, that Juanda inside of Haida, Daryl.
Yes, he's really taking all the risk into that hairpin, but Hyder is having a perfect line just there. There it is. Another, nice movement and nice recovery from Juanda. I see that Juanda is really eager to win here. He is pushing all the limits, but it's not giving any advantage to him, since you've seen in the last 2 hairpins that Juanda can do the attack, but it doesn't give him a good spot to be in the first place. Then Hyder just take his position again into P1. So yeah, Juanda have to reconsider his movement. Not going to be that aggressive, if I can say, but still giving some pressure to Muhammad Hyder. Meanwhile, as I'm seeing Bagus Wisnu back there, he have to think about track limits, since he already got the time penalty. I can see in position 6, with also Sylvester Yingwi in P11, who got a time penalty also. Both of these riders just gone out into the gravel. I think this is Igor Fernando, was it? Or no. This is number...
This is Pamuji Nugroho,
yeah, this is Pamuji Nugroho, I think. It is, yes, number 5. With Fahri Andriansyah in P4 now, benefiting from those two who gone to the gravel. And now, yeah, Pamuji and Bagus Wisnu in P5 and 6, switching position between each other, going to the hairpin, and someone just behind, Zaki Patan in P7 is eyeing them, trying to make his movement in the perfect moment to steal some position. He might take on 2 position in one go.
Yes, that is so fast. From Juanda 121.9. Even myself is only 123 in this track, and we saw it today with the DRL squad in here, as we have Fahri, Pamuji, also that is Bagus Wisnu and Zaki Fata, that is from DRT Academy. They are battling each other in here, not giving much each other a space, as we are having Fadlur Rahman and also Gilang Aditya already joining the battle here with Grebe Rasa behind Gilang Aditya right now, as Gilang, there is a way that Gilang going into before the patch right there. Oh, that is no. Not a good start there from Bagus Wisnu. Not a good race there today, as he is having long lap penalty, also going into the gravel for the second time today, as he is lap before with, I believe that Pamuji Nugroho, also Grebe Raza in lap 4, and in this laps also previously going into the gravel. So yeah, and we have Fadlur Rahman in 7, battling with Zaki Fatan and Pamuji Nugroho. He is wanting in the top 5, as we know that Fadlur Rahman having his debut podium after a long time ago in 2023 in last round in Mandalika. He is in the podium. He is eager to get into the podium again, as Eko Fernando still in his sights. We still have 6 laps to go in here, Ariel.
Yes, it's number 8 to 6 on a Fadlur, trying to catch Zaki Fatan in front of him for position 7 and position 6. Let's see, this pack is well packed, of course. 4 riders trying to catch for P5, I suppose it is. And now we are, I think Zaki Fatan is losing his grip, and now leaving Fadlur Rahman to take on the 6th place. Oh no, that's it for Zaki Fatan. The battle is over for now. That yellow Ducati have go down to P9 after an epic battle with Fadlur Rahman defending for position 6. Now we are back on board again into the tail of, I think it is, what will it be, Hyder? I think it is Pamuji Nugroho. Oh, this is Gilang Aditya in the 6th. Yes, this is Gilang Aditya, who already been P6 after his fell down into P14. He already gained so much position, and now with 5 laps to go, let's see if he can make it into the top 3 position and back into the podium. Overtaking smoothly in front of Fabrizio, I think, for P5. Now Gilang Aditya, another movement, another climbing into the position.
Yeah, that is a good job there from Gilang Aditya after his tumbling down. Gilang always do that in the last few rounds also. If you remember, Ariel, in the Mandalika also he making a mistake and then he come back in a few laps before the finish line. He is catching up with Juanda, and in Aragon, despite a good job from him, he is maintaining his pace as he is in the P1 and Juanda making mistakes. As these both two in the championship standing, Juanda and Gilang making a mistake. It's oh no, that is a cutting corner there from Haida. 2 corner in a row. Wow. Careful Haida, you are the P1 and also Juanda behind you, so close to you. If you have a long lap penalty, 3-second penalty waiting for you today, that is not a good one from Haida in this track, as we are not having a long lap penalty area as we talk about it. Meanwhile, Jonathan Smith is out from the race. When he did out from the race, and we have Honda, both of Honda in 13 and 15. That is the first time in this season that we have Honda both in the point with Youngwi and also Triputra. We saw it in the last time with Juanda and Dipo Akbar in the Mandalika in last season. So yeah, that is a good job from Honda also, as we are now still battling in the front, back at the front with Haidar and also with Juanda. Juanda is eager to get his position in the P1 as he is having the fastest lap. 1 point matters today, and that is one of the Honda slowing down there, making a way for these two. Not making any mistakes there, not making any mistake that Youngwi did in the last in the Mandalika, as he is disqualified from the race, closing the racing line for Bin Rosmarian, Fadul Rahman and also Fahri Andriansyah. As we talk about it, Juanda making a move today or not making yet in this turn, in their first high pin going into the turn 14, Ariel.
Yes, Juanda is more calm now, as I can see the pattern before. Juanda tend to do some late brakes in the last 2 hairpins, but now he is trying to copy the line of Muhammad Haidar with his Yamaha. So looks like Juanda have found the right pace, not pushing that much, not trying to get the fastest lap just like before, but now he is more tend to like just take it calm. But he already get another fast lap again, 1:21 with 0.4. But yeah, looks like Juanda is trying to play the mind games here. He is tailing Haidar and be patient to make a perfect overtake. But in this time, with just 3 laps to go, will it be sufficient? The time will it be sufficient for Juanda to just stay behind like this for a couple laps and then make the movement in the very last moment? We'll have to see that later on. But meanwhile, the gap is sometimes stretched, sometimes back on time between these two. So yeah, I think Juanda might have something on his head, running and trying to do calculation. Will it be now? It is the hairpin again, but not yet. As we can see, Juanda is trying to attack, but there's no room. Then he is punished with the wide exit. So yeah, and there's wide between those two. Yeah, to be fair, this is a good defensive line from Haidar. As I'm watching this race, the Yamaha rider is good on defending and let's quote unquote playing with Juanda in this race. So yeah, we have 2 laps to go. Let's see the battle between this Aprilia and also Yamaha. Who will take the win? It is gonna be really in the last moment to make a decision.
Yeah, that is also a good shot from Juanda. That is a little bit wide there. Oh, track limit there from Juanda, and also we have long lap penalty for Juanda. Oh no!
It is done then.
Yeah, not a good one from Juanda. So you have to play it safe right now. You just have one option left, Juanda. You have to play it safe if you want a champion tomorrow. If you want to be a champion tomorrow, not making a mistake. Just don't go for Haida there. You just make it right now as Gilang right now in the P4. And that is good job also from Gilang, as we talked about it. The cameraman moving into the Gilang, going to the circuit straight in here, going to the east in the front. Not good job. Oh, that is commentary cross. 2 in a row. No way, Ariel. We having a commentary cross in 2 in a row with Juanda and also with Gilang in the head today. As he is making again a way there into the Melbourne high pit there. As who is it? Oh no, Juanda making a mistake.
That's it off. That's off.
Careful, as I said, there you are, Ariel. If you get any background, Gilang already in the side. Juanda must be careful in the last lap in here, Ariel.
Yeah, but I think the time is enough to Juanda to stay home if you don't make any mistake, of course. But looks like these two, Juanda and Gilang, is already depressed for this race, since both of them is having a bad luck in the sprint. So yeah, they are depressed. They don't have time anymore, and there is no room for any mistake. But the pressure is giving them those mistakes that they don't want to. So yeah, to finish in this position, to be honest, is a good things to be happening since what happened. But yeah, I think these two riders can do better later on in the main race. But meanwhile, this is the last 2 corners for Muhammad Haidar in front, I think, with Gilang Aditya right behind Igor Fernando, who let's see if he'll finish on podium, since Gilang Aditya will not give it so easily for P3. Now we are going to the last straight for both of the 2 riders, but this is Muhammad Haidar taking on the win with his Yamaha, a clean one, a 4th twice he made, give him a best P1 with his absolute defense. Juanda, I think, will remain in position 2 with Igor Fernando finishing on the podium with his black and yellow Ducati, followed by Gilang Aditya.
Yeah, that is a neat job there from Igor Fernando. That's good defending, if I say it, Ariel. That is really nice defending from Igor Fernando, maintaining his podium position. And also here we go, we have Honda in the last few corners. That is neat livery. I believe that is in 2012, the last time we saw that livery. So yeah, back again at the front. Congratulations for Haidar, that is first win in the Motorsport Indonesia, and also Macoi Grand Prix for Muhammad Haidar. Very good job there from Muhammad Haidar, and also Juanda still leading the championship with a far away gap there between him and also Gilang Aditya. And also we have Eko Fernando back at the podium again. It is his 3rd podium this season for Eko Fernando, as we have him in the Losail, also in the Aragon, and today in the Donington Park. We having the first race of the Motorsport Indonesia in Donington Park, and it is massive successful, as Haidar made a mistake in the cool down lap going into the grass there in the turn 10. So yeah, what do you think about this race, Adil? That is so many battles happening in this track in Donington Park.
Well, I think the duration of the sprint is really depressing for some riders, since they don't have much time, and this track is really short. Even though this track is short, but some sector and some section are just tricky, like turn 1 is a trail braking, then we have some downhill, uphill, we have also a fast chicane followed by some hairpin. So yeah, what happened to Juanda and Gilang Aditya is something that I can see as that they are really pressured by the fact with Juanda having a time penalty in the last few 4 laps, I think, and Gilang Aditya, who made mistake before. So yeah, I just hope that they do better in the main race. Meanwhile, for Muhammad Haidar, this is an absolute clean race for him, and well-deserved P1.
Yes, we having a great race today in the Donington Park, as we are having a debut race in this track. We have a lot of battle there with a new winner, Muhammad Haidar in the Motorsport Indonesia, and also Macoi Grand Prix with the time 1:21.771. That is so fast for Muhammad Haidar there. Juanda in the 2nd place with the fastest lap with 1:21.501 in the 2nd place. Eko Fernando in 3rd place his third podium in this season. Gilang Aditya good job there with V4 in the last standing in the result of the Makoy GP sprint. We have Fahri Andriansyah in P5, Greg in P6, Farid Rahman in P7, long lap ready for him, Pamuchin Nugroho in P8, Zaki Fatan in 9, Prasetyo in 10, we have Pascal Tio in 11, Bagus Wisnu in 12, Sylvester Youngwi in 13, Afrizal Fat in 14, and P Putra in 15. That is for Honda going into the point position in this race. As we are waiting for the next page, that is a good job there from Sylvester Youngwi, also P Putra maintaining his position, and we have a few riders that are already out from the race. That is Jonathan Smith, 7 laps go. We have Ikat Perdana, Fauzan Radulov, Indrus Merian, Fadil Sesyan, and also Cecil Ryan that not making it into the starting grid. So we have already the point in round 9 sprint with Juanda with only 66 points left there for Gilang Aditya with Juanda. Fahri Andriansyah meanwhile in the 3rd place. We have Eko Fernando 4th place. There we go. We have only 4 points between Fahri Andriansyah and Eko Fernando. Not a good one there from Fahri Andriansyah. You have to make a change. Farid Rahman in P5, Muhammad Hairam making a move there for P6 as Jack Hammersley goes down in 7. Naval Sharif in 8, Zaki Fatan in 9, Bagus Wisnu in 10, Tigan Rafiq in 11, Prasetyo in 12, Flavio Baldacci in 13, Fauzan Radulov in 14, Sylvester Makal in 15. Be careful there for the graphic Flavio. we have a complaint with Flavio in the past. So yeah, we are now in the second pit in the grid. That is Ikat Perdana in P16, Pamuchin Nugroho having a 1 position there in P17, Krabin in 18, Pascal Tio in 19, Wiley Davis in 20, we have Finn Rosmarian still in 21, JJ Ryan in 22, Chase Wingler in 23, Putra in 24, and Akbar Kumar in 25. Jack Hammersley still in the top 10, Arin. Wow, what a guy there from Jack Hammersley. Yeah, of course. And we have the replacement here with Jonathan Smith in 26, the replacement for Tigan Wafik, Sylvester Youngwi in 27, Afrizal Fat in 28, Muhammad Toha in 29, dropping 2 position. Muhammad Fatah, Fadal Fishtian, and Hadif Irfan not making any point yet as they are retired for the season.
Well, as the Aprilia rider taking on the lead in the rider standing, he also giving the constructor standing for the Aprilia with 273 points. Ducati is following in second position with 232 points, and the Yamaha closing the top 3 with 222 points. KTM is holding in P4 with 165 points, leaving them plus 72 point gap to the first place. So we are continuing into the team standing after the 9th round on the sprint here for the Makoy GP class. BGP Aprilia Team MEI with 415 points leading the standing of the team. And then MS Gloverman MEI Ducati is in second with 272 points. And following in the 3rd place, we have Sony DR Team Yamaha with 269 points. AG Aquila Racing Team is in 4th with Sony Yamaha DR in 5th. Red Bull KTM by Makoy is in 6th with Neoware DRT Ducati is in 7th. Red Bull KTM Factor Makoy is in 8th, Rynex MEI FJ Racing Ducati is in 9, Master Printing Aprilia DRT is in 10, and then BS Plus Competition Yamaha and also Repsol Honda team is in 11 and 12th. Well, that's it for the standings. From this race, as we can see, Juanda is still holding good in the first position. And now let's get into the Parc Fermé, and we are going to begin the short interview with those top 3 riders, and starting with Igor Fernando, who finished in 3rd place today in Donington Park. From AGI Killer Racing Team, Igor Fernando, please welcome the Parc Fermé with Lusain.
So, Ego, how are you feeling after returning to the podium? That's your touch of the season, even if it comes in the sprint. And it must still feel like a strong step forward, if I could say. Looking ahead to tomorrow's main race, how do you plan to approach it? And what can we expect from you out there? Still battling with Fari, though.
I'm really happy with this result. It's definitely positive for me. I keep pushing for an even better result tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Really aiming for the best results for tomorrow again. So yeah, that is amazing for you, Eko Fernando, and congratulations once again for the sprint podium today. And I will give back to Adil.
Well, Igor Fernando, that is one of a race I see your defense. I see when you are a bit surprised when Gilang came on in the last moment, but this guy is really giving it all into the last moment until the checker flag. So yeah, well deserved P3, Igor Fernando. Another good point into the standing, and also well deserved position. Now we are going into the 2nd place with Juanda from BGP MEI Team Aprilia. Let's hear from him about this race today.
So Juanda, you gave it absolutely everything trying to chase down Haida today, and you still come away with a podium. There was proper effort out there. Looking ahead to tomorrow's main race, the equation is quite clear, isn't it? You need a win, and you will be relying on Gilang to finish outside the top 5 if you were to take the title, or top 15 if I could say. How are you feeling about that situation, and what's your mindset going into that what could be a decisive race tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it was a top one for me. I pushed very hard from the start, but Haidar, it's really good. But yeah, context of the championship, I just need to keep a P2 because I mean in the tomorrow I need to make something.
Okay, that is good for you. Must do something for you, because Gilang is closing in today in the sprint. I hope that is not happening tomorrow, but Gilang is so strong this track, and Gilang is also aiming for the championship title in this Macoi Grand Prix class. So yeah, congratulations once again in P2 today in Juanda, first race in Donington Park, and we'll see you in tomorrow then. So I'll give back to Aril.
Well, looks like today is not the best day for Juanda, but again, another podium here, still a good sign. But yeah, as he said before, let's pray for the best in the main race. So yeah, best of luck Juanda in the main race later on. But it is a well-deserved one. Hopefully you gain some pace again in the next upcoming main race. So yeah, that's Juanda for the 2nd place from BGP MEI Team Aprilia. We are moving up into the main of the race here, gaining on the 1st place, number 12, Muhammad Haidar from Sony DR Team Yamaha. Let's hear some word from him with Lusain in Parc Fermé.
So Haidar, wow, what a result, taking a victory in a sprint race and securing your first win in both the Macoi Grand Prix series in the Moto Indonesia. That special moment. You were right in the middle of the battle with Juanda as well before his mistake changed the complexion of the race. How are you feeling after this breakthrough win, and how do you reflect on that fight out of the track?
Thank you. Yeah, honestly, it feels amazing. This is my first win in Makoy GP series, so it's definitely a very special moment for me, especially coming to Donington, I was actually feeling quite underconfident because I didn't think this was one of my strongest track. But after qualifying and getting a pole position, my confidence really started to build. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Haida. Your favorite track, of course, it is. It's clearly out there. You're so strong in this track, and we will see about tomorrow. Congratulations, your first win today in the Makoy Grand Prix class at National Motor Sport Indonesia, and I'll give back to Aaron.
Well, that's it, a well-deserved win, and yeah, I can see the happiness for him, and this is his first win, and also I see that he made a castle, absolute defense from the attack of Juanda. So yeah, a well-deserved win for Muhammad Haidar here with his Yamaha from Sony DR Team Yamaha. Celebrate yourself. I think it is the best thing you can do. So yeah, once again, congratulations to Muhammad Haidar, who finished in the first place here in Donington Park. And with that, the sprint race for the Makoy GP class is done and out. We are going to continue today with the Makoy PlayStation class. So for those of you who are watching, please stand by with us. We are going to take some break for a moment. But before that, let's shout out once again to our sponsor who've been supporting us since the beginning until now. We have Makoy Jillevilleneuve, we have Macoi Studio, MS Gloverman, BGP, Wooby Snack, WD Tour, FRP, and Rynex Wear. Also, thank you to BGP and Esport Indonesia as our media partner, and also Makoy and DRL as our technical partner. Okay guys, let's have some little break, and we'll see you guys back again in the Makoy GP class. Makoy PlayStation, I'm really sorry.
Orang bilang, kerja di dunia entertainment harus ngandelin passion. Karena dengan berani punya passion, kita bisa melampaui batasan. Passion juga yang membuat kita berani improve diri agar selalu relevan. Gue menjaga passion gue dengan berlari. Karena berlari ngajarin gue tentang berproses, disiplin, dan dedikasi. Sehingga hidup gue tetap seimbang dan terus berkembang. Tanpa passion, gue bakal sulit menghadapi hidup yang penuh rintangan. Jadi teruslah berlari dengan passionmu agar kamu bisa mencapai life goalmu. Running for Passion with MS Glover Band.
Hello and good night. Welcome back again to the 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Makoy GP as we entering the Makoy PlayStation class. We are here back in Donington Park after the thrilling race of the sprint in the Makoy GP class, and here we are in the 9th round of the Makoy PlayStation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Makoy Jillevilleneuve United Kingdom Grand Prix here in England. We are going to see one of the legendary track of England here, Donington Park, with 4.02 kilometer track length. Track width is around 13 meters and 500 meters of the longest straight. These are the last winner, last pole position and lap record holder. We have Andy Aul and Kevin Kurniawan, both having the fastest lap in 127, around 127, and they are the winner of the MRO in the last season. We have 14 corners here in Donington Park, 9 right-handers with 5 left-hander coming along. As we can see here, the 9 right are quite expensive, and also there's so much overtaking hotspots here. Of course, this is the 5 left-hander. As we can see, there is some chicane, and also the last U-turn in the very last corner. Here are the overtaking hotspots. We have turn 1, 2, 3, followed by turn 5, turn 6, and looks like turn 10 gonna be interesting for all rider here in the Makoy PlayStation class. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are watching in this championship. We are back here to the Makoy PlayStation class as for the Makoy Jillevilleneuve United Kingdom Grand Prix. Round 9 is about to begin for the PlayStation class, and we are back here with me, and also we have Grebe and Azza in the commentary box to accompany you throughout the race. So, before starting the race, let's shout out to our sponsor here for the season. We have Makoy Jillevilleneuve, Macoi Studio, MS Global Foreman, BGP, Wooby Snack, WD Tour, FRP, Rynex Wear, BGP and Esport Indonesia as our media partner, also Macoi NDRL as our technical partner. So, we are back with Grebe and Azza as our commentator here in the Makoy PlayStation class in Donington Park, a short circuit. What do you think about this race going to be, Grebe?
Yeah, hello everyone. So I think about this race is gonna be a fast track, and you know the first sector is a downhill, more fast corner here. So maybe is all rider is gonna be fight for the position, for the win, for the podium. So I think after I see race in Mandalika. Last round, Rayhan Alamin was very good to win, and the plot twist. Lucen is make mistake in the final sector, make me shocked that lost the position, lost the lead. So I think it could be interesting to see her back to fight for the win. Maybe with the Rayhan Alamin, it's gonna be interesting in here. So yeah, I think that Donington Park will be good race.
Yeah, I agree with that. And for your information, guys, this race will be some like title decision for Rayhan Alamin as he is leading the championship really strong. It might be this race gonna be a victory lap for him. So we are about to see. Looks like he can finish everywhere. As we can see now, Rayhan can be a champion if he finished inside top 15, and I think it is a quite easy job for him, as we know he already win 8 races in a row. So this 9th race can be his title decision maker, and yeah, looks like it's gonna be quite. I can't say it's gonna be easy, but let's see if he can make it to the finish line in the first place, or at least in the top 15, and claim the title as a champion in this championship. But then again, looks like we're gonna have some challenge. I think Lucen is back here in Donington, so as we know in the previous race of Mandalika, Lucen giving so much pressure to Rayhan Alamin as he is in the second position in the beginning to the middle of the race. But yeah, as Grebe and Azza said, the mistake of Lucen give Rayhan Alamin some space to get back in the first position. Before the race start, let's see about the starting grid here. We have Lucen Smith, Fali Ramadan, and Rayhan Alamin starting in the front row, and the second row is for Irwan Ghafoor, Jonathan Smith, and Iqbal Asdar from position 4 to position 6. Then the third row we have Ray Julian Shah, Muhammad Fahri, and Ahmad Fikri from position 7, 8 to 9. So yeah, this is the first starting grid. As we can see, the challenge from Lucen Smith is already beginning since the qualifying session, and Rayhan Alamin gonna start in the 3rd position. Next on the 4th row we have Bima Suratama on P10, Sandi Firdaus on P11, and Alexander Grant in position 12. Following in position 13 is Rakvi Siahaan, Ahmi Kenzo is in 14th, and Fitrah Martins in 15th. And then the 6th row is for Abdul Ghani, Damian Barnabe, and Rahmat Alamri in position 16, 17, and 18. Up next into the upcoming starting grid of the 3rd page, let's see who will start. And beginning the 7th row, here we have Grace Hanford, Franco Bartolini, and Said Hanif from position 19, 20, and 21st. Kenji Kanata, Nanda Eka, and Kyoichi Nakamura will start from P22, P23, and P24, completing the starting grid here in the United Kingdom. So yeah, that's our starting grid. And before starting, might want to have some snacks. Don't forget to get some snack from Ruby Snake, and then you might want to get your face refresh. Don't forget to use the MS Glow for Men Dual Cream night or day. And also for you guys who might riding a scooter or Vespa to be exact, don't forget, if you especially in the Bandung area, you can go to Fabrizio Racing Park here, as they are the specialists in scooters. So don't forget to visit FRP or Fabrizio Racing Parts. And before starting, Rebi and Azza, do you have some prediction in this race?
I think maybe I will choose Rehan Alamin to be a win here, but it's not gonna be easy because Lucen is in pole position, and he will make Rehan Alamin busy to claim the championship. But I think maybe Rehan Alamin will fight. Anything can happen in here. Anything can happen in Moto Esport Macoi Series Championship here. So we will see.
Indeed, we are going to see the epic battle here, and this is gonna be the title decision for Rehan Alamin. So it is gonna be tight, especially since Lucien Smith is going to start in the pole position and Rehan Alamin will start in third. It's gonna be quite challenge from the beginning of the race, especially to Rehan Alamin. And this is some information as a mistaken result. This is Fadil Ramadan who have dethroned Rehan Alamin from the pole position. So as we know, we might have said that Rehan Alamin have 8 pole positions since after the last race, but in fact we've mistaken for 1 pole position. So we ask for your apologies that Fadil Ramadan is actually taking on 1 pole position, removing 1 pole position for Rehan Alamin. So this is the statistic of Rehan Alamin: have 8 win, 8 fast lap, and 8 whole shot with 7 pole position. So it looks like it's the beauty number is off a little bit here for Rehan Alamin, 888 with 17, and looks like it is going to be another 7 since the pole position is already claimed by Lucien Smith herself here in Donington Park. But at least can Rehan Alamin make it a 999 here in Donington Park? We have to see later on the race. And there's another information for Lucien Smith, as she claimed the first pole here ever since the 2024 Makoy GP series. So shout out to those who've claimed some best time here in the tracks and also in the race. It is quite interesting one, and we'll have to see in the race, of course, how will they perform. So we are still waiting for the race to begin. We've seen so many races here in the Makoy GP class. Unfortunately, I didn't come along since the beginning of the race. I joined in the Makoy PlayStation class in the middle of the season, but after all of the races, it's been a thrilling race. It's been a quite interesting one, of course, and the riders battle really hard. And one of the most bold one is, I have to be honest, that Rehan Alamin really give us a spectacular performance, and it is something remarkable, as I can say, something that I haven't seen in so long in the championship. But again, let's begin the race here in Donington Park, England, with the Makoy PlayStation class.
So the rider are arriving up on the grid, focused, determined. In round 9 of Moto Esport Indonesia, Makoy PlayStation is on the way now.
Rounds are off and we are off the grid. Here we go with the Makoy PlayStation class gliding in very smoothly with Hussein and her KTM. Leading on the beginning of the race at the turn 1 and now going down the hill with turn 2, 3 and 4. As we can see, right behind is one of the, I think, right behind Lucien Smith, who just got the whole shot here in the Donington Park, going so smoothly in the second sector of turn 6, 7 and 8. We can see now that volume for that, I think it is in second place with Rehan Alamin, who are trying his best to claim his title here as the champion. Can he make it here and now to finish all of the struggles since the lead? He doesn't even struggle since he's winning in 8th time in a row before, and now can he make it for 9th time in a row in Donington Park, crossing the straight? As we can see, Lucian is still leading the race. We have 30 laps here in Donington Park, and the fight is on for all of the riders.
Yeah, a nice start by Lucian Smith at the front. Now he's leading away here in Donington Park. Look at that, looks like he's trying up the inside in the middle position. Looks like Rehan Alamin is right to the 3rd place, and the 2nd place is Fadil Ramadan already. It is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the championship contender. And now look at that, the start by Lucian Smith is really good. If we get the whole shit to the first corner, now back at the front again. Lucian is she will make it, because you know the last corner. Oh, little bit mistake rise by Lucian, and Fadil Ramadan is to make the chance to up the inside into the dark corner. And now Lucian Smith is strong. It's a mistake again by Lucian, and yeah, it's a side by side. They are fight for the 2nd place with Rehan Alamin.
Another touch from Rehan Alamin. Got it, gained to the same KTM. Now back again with Lucian in 2nd place, and Fadil Ramadan gaining some pace here as the new race leader in the 1st position with his Yamaha after trying and haunting
Alamin.
Another touch from Rehan Alamin. Got it, gained to the same KTM. Now back again with Lucian in 2nd place, and Fadil Ramadan gaining some pace here as the new race leader in the 1st position with his Yamaha after trying and haunting Lucian right behind her in the first beginning of the lane. In the chicane after 11 and 12, we are seeing the Yamaha leading the race. And that's what a bad actor, I think. But luckily, Fadil Ramadan still can recover the race and going on again in 1st position. As we can see the live championship standing, Rehan Alamin with astonishing 347 points. He can claim his title here just to finish, and it is all done. All he did is to finish this race, and he is the champion. So no rush for Rehan Alamin, but I think he still wants to push for the bells. Let's see there in the background, Lucian is touching the grass, but he's still on board with the race and still going on. Yeah, Rehan Alamin just need to finish the race to be the champion of the season, and let's see if he can make it until the checkered flag.
Yeah, as you can see, Rehan Alamin stay calm too in the 3rd place, because he want to claim his championship here in Donington Park in United Kingdom. Now Lucian Smith is trying to closing to the leader, Fadil Ramadan at the front from Yamaha versus KTM and Ducati in the 3rd place. 1, 2, 3 and 3 is a battle for win here in Donington Park, and it looks like is Jonathan Smith here, Lucian cousin here, down to this back at the into the final sector again. Looks like Fadil Ramadan is really strong. The quad mistake again by Lucian Smith. He's trying to leading away, because you know in Mandalika, where Lucian is really strong, get the pace more strong in Mandalika, but again she has made mistake into the final sector and lost the win in Mandalika in home Grand Prix. But Fadil Ramadan now leading the way, 56 number from Yamaha. Now his fastest lap of the race, 1:24.148. What is already in lap 4 and made the fastest lap here in the Donington Park.
That's a massive for the being on the race, but as you can see, that Fabrizio is still hunted by 2 of his riders, that is Lucian and also Rehan Alamin, who are fighting each other also for the 2nd position, while Jonathan Smith is in 4th with Asdar, who are, I think, having some struggles since he is having a long lap penalty, or in this track to be particular.
Yes,
He's
of
having a
course.
2-second time penalty in 5th place. So it is gonna be massive homework for Aster to keep his pace and have to escape Bima right behind him in 6th place. Now we are on board with number 20 KTM Lucien Smith as we are entering lap 5. We have 26 left to go here in Donington Park, going on into the first corner. Have to be easy here, going on with the trail braking and now going downhill to turn 2, 3 and 4. Looks like the gap here is real promising for Father Ramadan, but we can't say much yet since we still have a long lap to go. We have around 26 laps and this is gonna be a demanding one for all of the riders since this is the first time we held for a 100% race in the season. So this is like the endurance for all of the riders here competing in the Makoy PlayStation class. This is a massive homework for all of these riders. And now we are seeing the pace is kind of stable for all of the riders. With Father Ramadan also in his Yamaha, we can see now he's leading the race smoothly, trying to not make any mistake into the chicane. And the chicane particularly is one of the spot that make all of the riders somehow just cut these corners. So yeah, it's like a dangerous spot for all of the riders to make a mistake and gaining some warning that might turn into time penalty, just like what happened to Aster. Maybe he just cut the corners of the chicane in turn 11 and 12. So take notes for all of the riders. Might have to get the chicane smoothly, not to make a mistake there.
Yeah, you have to keep calm down and be careful here because there's no long lap penalty here, and I make 3-second penalty if there is have the 5 warning here in United Kingdom. Like that, he is back at the front. Sorry, this is Jonathan Smith, I think. This is number. Oh, sorry, that's yeah, Alexander Green. Yeah, Alexander. And now in 10th place already. It's a fight for the 10th place, the top 10 place here at KTM. That is a nice job from Alexander Green. Now there is a number. It looks like Nicky Hayden. I think that's 69. That's a nice number. It's from KTM. Yeah, it looks like it's long race and fine race. You know, that is 25 laps to go. It's too many can happen here in Moto Esport Indonesia and Makoy PlayStation. Father Ramadan, Lucien Smith and Rehan Alamin is back at the front again. Father Ramadan still leading the way here in United Kingdom. He cannot do something to give the position back to Lucien Smith because he wants to win he wants to win as well here in Donington Park, but Lucien is not giving up. He's trying to closing again into that sector. This nice sector walk. That is the fastest lap of the race, 1:23.9 43. That is really good lap. Now it's really closing. That's the lineup for Lucien Smith is really closing. Oh, mistake there by Lucien Smith. A little sliding on the rear tire that he have to easy to keep calm to make the lap, make fast lap to overtake Father Ramadan. Now down into the chicane 9 and 10. What do you think, Real? This is really drama for the win. I think that Rehan Alamin is stay calm to keep the position in third place, and he will be the champion.
Yes, as for Rehan Alamin, he just have to keep his pace at least for now. But I bet that Rehan won't give it up so easily, and he still want to win every races. So yeah, we'll see about Rehan Alamin. But now, as Father Ramadan trying to defend his position in first place against Lucien Smith in second place, who is trying so hard and trying her best to make it into the first position. As we know, see in the lap before that Lucien have some speed and some pace with the fast lap and also closing to Father Ramadan very smoothly, but I think the opportunity is not there yet to make an overtake into the first place. As we see now, Kenji Kanata with number 42 in his green Gojek Racing Aprilia I think Kenji is now in position 14. He is indeed, and the position progression is kind of good. Starting from P22, now he's on P14. So yeah, good job from Kenji Kanata there. But there's some
Nice.
some nasty entry from
Heartbreak.
Fadli and
Yes.
also Lucen Smith. I think Lucen is really eyeing those another movement and mobile from KTM machine. Yeah, it was like Lucen is on push mode, attack mode now, trying to give some pressure to Fadli Ramadan, as we can see right in the lap before. Now also she already pushing to the limits, but have to be careful not to make any mistake, just like in Mandalika. As we are overtaking now from the left side, but Fadli Ramadan having another smooth line to defend. But as we can see, also Lucen is having an inside blind, but there's no room yet to make an overtake here, as the KTM is still in the behind. Another contact, as you can see, but again Fadli Ramadan and also Lucen Smith going smoothly down the hill, and now we are going up into the second sector. And I mean, just observing right behind in third position, Lucen is trying to catch and trying to take any possible chance to make an overtake, but the solid defense from Fadli Ramadan and his Yamaha is still leading the race. As we can see now, going side by side, it's the right hander. Looks like Lucen just made his her movement now, indeed now into the race leader. Lucen Smith gaining the first position for now, and Fadli Ramadan have to back off into the second position, as Rehan Alamin closing up to the chicane, finishing lap 9 out of 30 with 2 corners left in turn 13 and 14.
Oh, absolutely by Lucen Smith. She trying everything. His touch. Looks like Rehan Alamin is trying to overtaking Fadli Ramadan, really aggressive into the hairpin corner in Melbourne hairpin. Oh, it's really nice. But Fadli Ramadan closing the door, close the door into the turn number 11. Then back at the front again. Lucen Smith. Now she leads the way here in Donington Park. As you can see from KTM, the number 20. Now fastest lap again, 1:23.542, and now Fadli Ramadan take back the lead, and Lucen Smith drop back to the third place. Now Fadli Ramadan leading the way again, and accompanied with Rehan Alamin to overtaking by Fadli Ramadan and Rehan Alamin. Now massive moment by Lucen Smith, made mistake into the sector 1, and she lost 2 positions and back into third place already. Now Lucen Smith is down into the third place again. She have to work hard again to back to the lead here in Donington Park. Is absolutely by Fadli Ramadan, and back it's touched again by Lucen Smith. She trying everything to win here in Donington Park, here in United Kingdom. I think yes. But the back at the front again. What do you think, Ariel?
Yeah, I think Lucen is trying really hard to make amends for her mistake in Mandalika. So she really pushed it hard to the limits to win this race, to be exact, and we have to see about the result later on, if all of the struggle will pay her out loud later on in the second leg section. But now, as we can see, another contact from Lucen against Rehan Alamin, playing really aggressively with the KTM. Lucen, I think she is, and now they are switching position in second and third, and also Jonathan Smith is closing up into the battle for the podium section with the Bima and also Asdar in 5th and 6th, trying to join the battle. But looks like the battle here is divided into 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. As we can see, the battle for P1 is Fadli, Lucen, and also Rehan Alamin, and then the battle for P4 for Jonathan Smith, Bima, and also Asdar in position 4, 5, 6. Going to the chicane, closing up with Jonathan Smith in 4th position. What behind Rehan Alamin? The hairpin is waiting, but there is no space yet for Jonathan Smith for closing up in the 3rd place with Rehan Alamin, as also Rehan Alamin trying to get back again into his speed, gaining right behind Lucen Smith and Fadli Ramadan, who is the one gaining some advantages here, since there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bikes right behind him. So yeah, this is the one of the chance that Fadli Ramadan have to escape as far as he can into P1. And yeah, I think this is the best moment for Fadli to go far, just right in front all of these riders. And later on, he might struggle with Dusan or maybe Renault, or even those like Johnny Petiva and Mover and also Asdar, who might just get close up and just disturb his lap, you know. So yeah, this is the best momentum for Fadli Ramadan to escape and lead the race all along.
Rehan Alamin, number 18 from Ducati. Now in third place. He's trying to claim the he's Fadli Ramadan. Yes, Fadli Ramadan he have the penalty. 3-second penalty is clear that Fadli Ramadan have the penalty in the 3-second penalty. Oh, massive movement by Fadli Ramadan. He cannot stay calm. That now he make mistake. That is really absolutely mistake by Fadli Ramadan. Now he have to work hard. That homework to is not another gap for the lead and with Lucien Smith. I think that it's really hard for Ramadan, but Ramadan will take everything to win here in Donington Park. I think that is a massive moment for Ramadan and get the first lap again. 122.206 now. But Lucien Smith still there in second place to catching Fadli Ramadan again. Yeah, that is from Aprilia, Honda, and KTM is battling for 10th place. Yes, there is a Sandri Firdaus, Ahmad Fikri, Alexander Green, and Ray Julian is battling for 8th place. Is absolutely by the four riders battling for the P8 that in United. Oh, that is a warning again for him. I think that's for Sad Firas.
Yes, the battle and the heat is also happening here for the 8th place, as we said before. And Santa Firdaus leading that back, but we are back into the front of the race. We have Fadli Ramadan also losing back on the battle again in turn 1, as Fadli Ramadan is pressured by his time penalty. And Lucien trying to catch and going for the attack here, but let's see again another movement from Fadli Ramadan, but there's no room yet to make an overtake, to make a pass, as the Yamaha machine stand back again into the second place. Lucien is our new race leader for now with 122.8 as her fastest lap so far, with 17 laps to go. Rehan Alamin is really having his time, having his pace right behind those two. I think Rehan won't risk anything here. He just wants to have a safe pace, and then he just want to see and wait for those of the rider in front of him to make mistakes. So yeah, this is some good movement and big IQ movement from Rehan Alamin, just trying to play it safe and finish to the checkered flag, and he just can win the title. So yeah, Rehan Alamin is going smoothly in third place, but he's making another movement here right behind Fadli Ramadan in second place. But I think he's going to play safe until the end of the race. So yeah, we'll see about Rehan Alamin later on. The battle is still on here for Lucien Smith and also Fadli Ramadan crossing the checkered line. Not yet the checkered flag though, but crossing the line here into lap 15 out of 30. The KTM against Yamaha here, as we know that the Yamaha in this season is still using the crossblend engine against the V4 of the KTM. So yeah, it is a massive job for Fadli Ramadan, especially since he's having the 3-second time penalty. He have to push harder and then escape. If he managed to get into P1, he have to be 3 seconds ahead of Lucien Smith at least to finish this race as a winner. Meanwhile, Jonathan Smith, the cousin of Lucien Smith, is having a time penalty also in 4th place with P. Masuritama, and before now joining the battle for 4th place, and Asdar in 7th place.
The rider is already more mistake that that is penalty is more. It looks like a Sandro Firdaus is 6-second penalty. It's a massive moment. And EP he in P8, I think that Asda is battle with Sandro Firdaus. Speakly Green Andre, that's a really massive from Sandro Firdaus. Yes, up front again, Lucien Smith, number 20, is leading away here in United Kingdom. Fadil Ramadan is trying to closing, but Lucien Smith already have a penalty, 2-second penalty again here in this track. I think this track is really difficult for rider because there is no long lap penalty and there is no really small track. I think that make the riders is difficult to aware that is in every corner. I think that Lucien make mistake again. Yes. Yeah, Lucien is still leading the way, but he's still a small mistake in the turn 8. But for Fadil Ramadan is really absolutely into the chicane that in the 9 and turn 10 back to the Rehan Alamin is trying to closing really close through breaking hard into the Melbourne hairpin. Yes, maybe Rehan Alamin. I think that's Lucien Smith make mistake again into the final corner and Fadil Ramadan is touched again into the exit the corner. Really side by side here in United Kingdom. Fadil Ramadan and Lucien Smith back battle for a win here in Donington Park.
Well, that's kind of rough for both Lucien and also Fadil Ramadan touch after the hairpin, I think it is. And yeah, talking about the time penalty here, the most part of the track is narrow, of course, and then the last chicane in this track, to be exact, 11 and 12, is the place where this track cuts happen. And yeah, due to that, since this is one of the toughest chicane in every track, so the riders tend to just like pull it, just get for it, and then they didn't realize they just made cut. There it is. Fadil Ramadan just make another cut, I think, and yeah, he does gain some speed in the exit, but at the cost of having a warning that confronted time penalty just another movement, another switcheroo from Fadil Ramadan. Nice one. It has been going on now in the 14th in the last corner as we entering lap 18 for now. So yeah, have to take multiple riders in the top 4. 3 of the riders is having time penalty, leaving only Rehan Alamin with clean laps and also his teammate in top 5. Bima Suritama, the Ducati duo, is having a clean lap so far, and this is going to be a major advantage later on if the race finish in this condition. Rehan Alamin and Bima Suritama might just climb up in the race result later since the 3 of the top 5 riders is having time penalty. So yeah, it is going to be a massive things to do for Fadil Ramadan, Lucien Smith, and also Jonathan Smith, who's having 3-second time penalty, and later on they might just drop position to that thing that they cannot serve since we don't have a long lap route here. So yeah, now as the race leader is still with Fadil Ramadan and his Yamaha going into the chicane, I think Lucien just make another thing that she doesn't have to do, the wobble. We've seen so many wobble from that KTM machine as she is really pushing hard to the limits and now trying to make an overtake, but we have Fadil Ramadan still on the inside pushing Lucien into the outside of the track, and now we're back into the last hairpin where all of the moment happened so far. Lucien is back on the lead now, entering lap 19 out of 30, but we are here back again, another moment for Fadil Ramadan. These two are just fighting against each other so hard, while Rehan Alamin is just observing right behind, but he's making his movement now from his Ducati from the inside, now making a smooth smooth overtake into turn 2, 3 and 4 as Lucien Smith right in front of his eye with astonishing 354 points if he can finish in this position, and he remained unbeatable so far from every races. He can finish this once and for all as a champion of the season if he finishes the race. So yeah, nothing to lose for Rehan Alamin, but he's still trying to risk it all to take on P1.
Since May, Rehan Alamin and Fad Ramadan still battling for the win here in the middle part. And now the back at the chicane again, turn 9 and turn 10. Can Rehan Alamin this? Oh, it's made looks like in behind Bima and Jonathan Smith is battling for the 4th place in behind those 3 guys for 4th place. Then in 10 and in 9 and 10 corner, it looks like Fad Ramadan is a really that is massive moment for Fad Ramadan, because you know the back from the lead, the back drop back to the top 3 again for the number 56. Is battling for win here in the Donington Park. Looks like Rehan Alamin. Can Rehan Alamin claim his championship title here in the Donington Park? Can Rehan Alamin wins the number 9 here in United Kingdom? But from the Ducati, maybe Rehan Alamin is trying everything to win here in the Donington Park, because you know there is Rehan Alamin. He's trying to keep calm, but he still have the pace to catch Lucien Smith. Yeah, this looks like it is Bima Suryatama, the number 17, and back at it in its I think it's in 5. Sorry, in 5. Jonathan Smith, number 65, another penalty. Again, 3-second penalty for him. It's crossed down. Who's it? It's crossed down. Oh, I think it's Rehan Alamin, but it's Bima Suryatama is crossed down into the final corner. Yeah, that is the final corner is really tricky because there is more wobble in there, and yeah, Bima Suryatama has been back at the 7th place again in the number 17. Yes. What do you think? Really, there is really absolutely battle here in the United Kingdom.
Rolling fight for 4th position. Bima have been gone down in lap 20, I think it is, in the last hairpin. Bima have gone into 7th position so far, but Rehan Alamin, his teammate, is now trying to challenge the race leader as he is passing the number 1 race leader with fast lap of 122.5. Lucien Smith is now battling against Rehan Alamin. Oh, that is a nasty contact between Smith and also Alamin into the chicane. The race steward must investigate that later on, as we can see the contact into the chicane made. Rehan Alamin goes to grab another contact from Lucien Smith and also Fad Ramadan. For now, the Smith is trying to make it 1-2 into the race. But yes, there is an investigation from Lucien and also Rehan Alamin due to the incident in the chicane after 11 and 12 in lap 21. I have to say that Lucien is risking it all and playing it hard, but then again, it is much aggressive for her, and she might have to be careful with that, since almost a contact between those two. The Smiths is almost having a contact. Yeah. Lucien Smith have to be careful more and more, since it won't be benefiting her at all if she keeps playing like this. It is gonna be too risky and might risk her position also. So yeah, in the last 9 laps, I think Lucien Smith have to tone down a little bit without giving any pace here in this race, while Fad Ramadan trying to catch back again and also trying to escape from the KTM duo, from the Smiths duo. Fad Ramadan is our race leader for now, and surprisingly, those top 3 riders for now is having time penalties. Meanwhile, Rehan Alamin in 4th is having a good time with a clean lap and just watching these 3 in front of him battling against each other, and now same team riders, dual KTM is fighting against each other. So yeah, I think Ryan Element is going to just enjoy the show as you see that the three riders in front of him is having some struggle moment, and we can see another switch back again, another switching position between these two KTM. Jonathan Smith and Lucien Smith is not giving. Oh, I think Jonathan Smith is having another 3-second time penalty. So yeah, it is a nightmare. The nightmare has just begun for Jonathan Smith as he might drop down into position 5. It's Rayhan Element, and I think it is worse for Jonathan Smith. He might drop to position 6 or 5 to this condition. So yeah, these two, even though they are in the same team, but there's no room for team orders here, I think. So yeah, they will battle for the last drop of blood until the finish line later on.
Guys, it's a fight for the second place. At the two KTM now, Lucien Smith already at the front from Jonathan Smith, but Jonathan Smith have the penalty, 2-second penalty. That is massive moment that Rayhan Alamin can grab the position number 3. I think that was mistake again by Lucien Smith, number 20, into the last hairpin. But you know, anything can happen in this track, in this championship. As you can see that Fadil Ramadan, another mistake from Ulriel, that but back again to lead here from Lucien Smith. But Lucien Smith, I think she's gonna be trying everything again to closing and wins here in Donington Park. I think that this KTM is still trying everything to win. Everyone is trying to everything to win, but can Lucien Smith wins here after the incident in Mandalika? I think Fadil Ramadan is nice into the chicane. That is really good racing line. That also Lucien Smith into the Melbourne hairpin. Really nice moment that on board with Jonathan Smith. That is Lucien Smith. 6 laps to go. It's absolutely now Fadil Ramadan. Can Fadil Ramadan wins after this all drama, fighting for the win, fighting side by side with Lucien Smith? But Lucien Smith maybe have another pace to catching Fadil Ramadan. Looks like Lucien Smith already too far from Jonathan Smith. I think that maybe Lucien Smith is trying to closing to Fadil Ramadan. What do you think, Ariel? This is gonna be a best battle, I think.
One of the most intense and longest battles so far in the season, with Fadli, Lucien Smith, and also Rayhan Alamin, who just dropped down into 4th place. But I think it is for the safest reason to save his championship. So yeah, Rayhan Alamin just gonna stay down in 4th position, and with he finishing in 4th position also, he might steal the position of the top 3 riders, since all of the top 3 having a time penalty here. So Rayhan Alamin might just do some magical thing in the race result later on. But meanwhile, for Fadil Ramadan, Lucien Smith, and also Jonathan Smith, it is a massive homework to do, since they are having 2-second time penalty and 6-second time penalty for Jonathan Smith. So yeah, as for Lucien Smith, I'm seeing a pattern here so far, that in some moment she is on attack mode, but in some moment she is on like more toned down mode. So yeah, looks like for now it is in like a cooler mode, but still oh no, who is it? It is Fadli. Oh, it is Fadli Ramadan. Late mistake for the Yamaha rider in lap 26 out of 30, almost into the finish line, but Fadli Ramadan have to go down and now dropping. Fortunately, still in 3rd place.
It's
but
5 again.
the battle for the leading pack The battle for the first position is off for Fadli Ramadan. After all of his fight from the beginning of the race, it is over now in lap 26 out of 30. The Yamaha rider is gone down into third place, living all his dream to finish in P1. Fadli Ramadan, a big moment right there. A massive mistake just right there, and a nightmare. He want to wake up early on. It is a bad fortune for Fadli Ramadan. Now have to run in P3 with Rehan Alamin right behind him. The pressure is on, but there is nothing to lose left for Fadli Ramadan. At least finishing in third is the best he can take for now on, as we are only having 4 laps to go. Yeah, it is a bad omen for Fadli Ramadan after all his fight with Hussein and also Jordan Smith in the first position. Now it is all over just like that. It is all over with one single mistake. There's no room for error anymore, and that just happened to Fadli Ramadan. What a big unfortunate moment for him, as we see now with Rehan Alamin giving the pressure. As we can see, the gap isn't that far yet, but there is no more time, to get
Of course.
pace. There's no more time with only 4 laps to go in Donington Park, one of the shortest circuit in the race and in the season. So yeah, it is gonna be one of the magical thing if Fadli Ramadan can fight back into the first position, but I don't see a chance here, as Lucas Smith and also Jonathan Smith is having a good time in front of them and having a good pace also, with the Smiths duo is now leading in 1-2 with have only 3 laps to go.
By Fadli Ramadan make the loss the leading the way here in United Kingdom, but at the front again, Lucas Smith, the number 20 here, back at the leading. Lucas Smith really absolutely here, and now she trying to everything to win. She trying everything to catch Fadli Ramadan, but Fadli Ramadan a little mistake. He touched the curb, I think, that lost the front tire. And now Lucas Smith is 3 laps ago. So I think you have to keep calm, stay the pace easy, because the 3 laps to go you have to win, because Rehan Alamin, Fadli Ramadan and Jonathan Smith is too far from you. The penalty, I think, it's still safety, I think, to win in this track. I mean, that's 2 laps to go, 2 laps remaining here in United Kingdom. Yeah, maybe Jonathan Smith have the pace to catching his cousin in this track. I think that maybe Rehan Alamin claim the champion here in Donington Park in round 9. But anything can happen in this track, anything can happen in this championship. You can say everything, because the penalty, we cannot we don't know. The penalty is really absolutely easier to make mistake here, because the track is difficult for. There is a mistake again for Lucas Smith into the hairpin, and now down into the last hairpin. In turn, yes, there is a Rehan Alamin is trying to catch Fadli Ramadan, but he's already in third place. Maybe he's trying to keep calm.
Yes, and Rehan Alamin, nothing to lose here, finishing in 4th is enough for him, and they are entering the last lap, going down, finishing the first sector of the circuit. As we can see, Rehan Alamin is playing smoothly. I don't think he is intended to catch Fadli Ramadan in front of him, just to give some pressure to the 3rd position rider. And now, as we are on board with Rehan Alamin going so smooth into the axis, into the flowing sector, now finishing in the turn 8 and 9 and also 10 up front. We are seeing Rehan Alamin making his masterclass work no mistake, no time penalty. I think the warning is still on limit, and it is still there's penalty for I think it's Lucien and also Rehan in the moment of the chicane in lap 21, I think. I don't recall, but yeah, that incident and the chicane is costing Lucien Smith another time penalty with 2 times now. The Smith's duo is having 6-second time penalty, and it's gonna be a nightmare since Lucien Smith crossing the line as the number 1 finisher here in Donington Park, but the time penalty I think will say different as the 6-second time penalty for Lucien Smith is on. Also for Jonathan Smith, who finished in second place for now, just for now. Let's see, this is Rehan Alamin. We'll see about the result later on, but what is really confirmed, this is your champion for the Makoy PlayStation class, the 2025-2026 champion, the victorious one. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Rehan Alamin and his Ducati to take on the title in this season. We are seeing now the first win since 9 rounds for Lucien Smith, but I think we have to see later on for the race result. Will she make it into P1 with all of this time penalty? And we can see also that the finishing time between Lucien to Jonathan Smith to Fadlu Ramadan and to Rehan Alamin is not that quite far. There it is. As we can see on the left side of the grid, Rehan Alamin remains as the winner here. So 9 times in a row as a victorious rider, Rehan Alamin take on the win again and again. A fastest lap, a whole shot, record broken. Rehan Alamin still remain on his throne, and the crown is for himself as he claimed 9 wins in a row, with also a title in his name as a champion of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Rehan Alamin, another massive victory here in Donington Park, and yeah, very bad fortune for Lucien Smith, who have to go down into position 3. Still on the podium though, but giving the second position to Fadlu Ramadan, who've been her rival in this race especially. Yeah, once again, congratulations to Rehan Alamin, who technically win this race in Donington Park.
Oh, the replay. This is the moment from Fadlu Ramadan.
There's close.
Yeah, it's such the curve, I think, that make him crash into the turn. Yeah, that is it. Into the turn 7. I think.
From the helicopter camera, here's Fadlu Ramadan. I think he's trying to stay on his line, but the trail braking didn't work that much, so yeah, they have to go down for the low side, and that is it for Fadlu Ramadan. But even though like that, he still managed to finish in second place, right in front of Lucien, his rival in this race to be exact, as we've seen so many battles between those two, so many position switch between those two, and in the final moment, Fadlu Ramadan still finished in second place, right in front of Lucien. And yeah, this is our victorious champion. 9 wins in a row in the season. I think 9 whole shot, 9. I think it wasn't 9 whole shots, and the whole shot taker is not him in this race. But yeah, the highlight is 9 wins in a row in 9 rounds of the season. Rehan Alamin, the 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Makoy PlayStation class champion, is here, and he is already wearing his golden suit, marking his win, all of his win, all of his victory, and the title remains for him only. This is the king of the championship of the Makoy PlayStation class. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome Rehan Alamin as your champion in this season. A massive mega job from him since the beginning of the season until now. He has remained unbeatable, and also with all of this hard work that MS Gloverman MEI team is also having the title as a team champion in the 2025-2026 Makoy PlayStation class. What a massive mega job for this team, for Rayhan Alamin also, who've carried the team all the way into the champion as the team champion here. So yeah, I think this record for that Rayhan Alamin have set with 9 wins in a row will remain unbreakable for a long period of time. It is gonna be a hard one to break. 9 wins in a row. I mean, to finish like hat trick in a race is already difficult, but this guy managed to finish 9 wins in a row. And this is also for the Ducati as the constructor champion in 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Makoy GP in the Makoy PlayStation class. The Ducati has claimed the constructor champion. So yeah, I think Rayhan Alamin does carry so much in this championship especially. So yeah, once again, Rayhan Alamin, our race winner, our champion here in Donington Park. Everything has been settled, and yeah, enjoy the victorious lap, as we are seeing also the victory lap of Rayhan Alamin. And of course, we are going to have some words with him later on in part 4 May. But for now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we have Rayhan Alamin as our race winner, as the one who've been finishing in first place in 9 times in a row, and also the champion of the season.
But yeah, it is Rayhan Alamin who takes victory here at Le Mans. Sandy Ferdo takes second place. A decent ride from him to stay on that Aprilia throughout, and Erwan Garfer should be taking home third as long as he can get it to the line. What a brilliant race from Rayhan Alamin from start to finish. As we formerly mentioned, kept his cool after that little battle at the start. I don't think Kenzo will be able to get through Garfer here, but he'll be hoping for a mistake from the Grassini rider. It's going to go down to last corner.
In the safety corner, we can hear the engine of Iwakan Garfer in the background, for Rayhan Alamin remains focused, closing steadily on Petra. It doesn't look like he's pushing aggressively, yet the pace is still formidable. That's how composed he is. As we are now going into the turn 8. So we see the tail of the Latex machine now on board with Rayhan Alamin through the final sectors. We are about to begin at final moment. Goes the line, and as we spot, he's thrown it away at final moments. And as we speak about quickly, Rayhan Alamin across the line as winner of round 4 in Makoy PlayStation did its ring 2 win in succession. Sandy Fidaus now secures second place after victory lap drama. Ahmad Fikri tries to recover but cannot get the position. I think once again his position, and look there, the equal is coming out of nowhere again. Moto Indonesia Makoy Grand Prix in Makoy PlayStation class, and here we go. We are in the last corner with Rayhan Alamin is our winner in Laguna Seca in here 2025-2026 season. Rayhan Alamin is our winner with the fastest lap today in the Laguna Seca. 3 wins in a row, consecutive win as Rayhan Alamin in this season, as Sandy Fidaus once again in second place. I think he is the Manu Gonzalez or Alex Marquez for these Grand Prix. Still with Sandy Fidaus in second place once again in this class. So talking about it, Rayhan Alamin once again 3 wins in a row finally, and Sandy Fidaus in second place. I think you are going to leave it behind, as you are with these guys.
It is. Congratulations to him. Actually, he's really impressive to show me gain extra points, extra gap to the
He is battling with one of the KTMs, actually both of the KTMs. Franco Bertolini, and we are back at the
Nice, but looks like this is where Hanala, and turn 9 is up on front of his highs, but looks like this is where Hanalamin going into the last corner. Straight up and into P1. The Ducati rider Rayhan Alamin is finishing as our champion here in Austria, followed by Asdar, and looks like Valerio Medan has to stay in P3. Nice job from Asdar also in P2. Nice camera. We have Rayhan Alamin as our winner here, Asdar in second, and also Valerio Medan in third, with Sandy Firdaus looks like finishing in fourth after his dance battle with Muhammad Fahri, who finished fifth.
Yeah, that is really, really a good job there for Rehan Alamin. 4 win in a row for Rehan Alamin. That is 4 ball answer with 4 fastest lap as today. As content is the perfect as an example in the Makoy PlayStation Pass in this series in Moto Indonesia. So yeah, that is 4 win in a row, 4 ball in a row, and a 4 fastest lap.
Meanwhile, looks like they're trying to stay in P3, so yeah. Meanwhile, looks like our ace here is crossing the line, almost crossing the line, but this is it. Rehan Alamin another win in Indianapolis. Nice job, mega job from Rehan Alamin, finishing in P1. Another victory for Rehan Alamin right here, right now. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our champion of the Makoy PlayStation class of 2025-2026 Moto Indonesia Makoy GP, already wearing his gold here. Please welcome Rehan Alamin. Rehan Alamin remains as the winner here. So 9 times in a row as a victorious rider, Rehan Alamin take on the win again and again. As fastest lap, a whole shot, a record broken. Rehan Alamin still remain on his throne, and the crown is for himself as he claimed 9 wins in a row, with also a title in his name as a champion of the season. And here are the results after round 9 here in Donington Park, United Kingdom for Makoy Jillevilleneuve United Kingdom Grand Prix. Rehan Alamin taking on the win with another point, and also the set to his title is here, and it is over for the P1 fights. Rehan Alamin finishing in first and also as our champion in the championship overall in the season. Fadli Ramadan following in the second place, and also Lucien Smith, who have gone down into third place but remain with her fastest lap with 122.5. Irwan Ghafoor finishing in fourth with Iqbal Asdar in fifth, and a bad fortune is for Jonathan Smith, who dropped down into sixth position. Bima Suratama is for 7th position with Alexander Green in 8th, Ray Julian Shah in 9th, with closing the top 10 in position 10 is Muhammad Fahri. Kenji Kanata in position 11, Franco Bertolini in 12th, Sandy Firdaus in 13th, Rafki Sihaan in 14th, and in the position 15 is for Rahmat Lamri. So yeah, massive job for Rehan Alamin. I think he's calculated all of this thing, and yeah, to finish in first place again and again is one of the things that not many riders can do. So yeah, once again, congratulations to Rehan Alamin. And moving on into the position 16, we have Saeed Hanif. Damian Bakanabe is in 17th place with Kyoichi Nakamura in 18th place. So unfortunate for Ahmad Fikri, Abdul Ghani, Ahmi Kenzo, Fitra Martins, Grace Hanford, and Nanda Eka, who are out from the race. And as for the rider standing, it is over and closed down by Rehan Alamin, our champion here, with astonishing 357 points in his pocket, giving him his throne and his crown as a champion in the first position. Irwan Ghafoor, meanwhile, is in second position with 220 points, fighting with Sandy Firdaus in third place with 204 points. That might have some chance to get this runner-up position in later fight on the upcoming races. We have Iqbal Asdar in fourth position with 202 points, who might just join the battle later on. Fadli Ramadan in fifth with 180 points, closing the top 5. Fitra Martin is for P6, Bima Suryatama is in P7, Rafki Sihaan is in P8, and the rest is, you can see in the grid before. We have Alexander Green in position 16, Kenji Kanata in 17, Jonathan Smith is in 18, Grace Hanford is 19, and Said Hanif in position 20. Damian Barnabe, Nugroho Chahyo, Nanda Eka, and Keiichi Nakamura is in position 21, 22, 23, and 24. And Abdul Ghani, Geoffrey Sussman, also Nelson Miguel haven't yet scored any point in this season.
Yes, as you can see, construction standing wins after round 9. Ducati now wins the champion, and Aprilia in second place, Honda in third, Yamaha in fourth place, and KTM is fifth place. Yes, that is the team standing for after round 9. MS Gold Foreman wins the championship team. Second place is Rynex, MEI Ducati. Red Bull KTM is third place. Zona Vespa Aprilia is fourth place. Heineken HRT team is fifth place. Family Mart Yamaha Factory is sixth. Sentogen Academy team is 7th place. Lumin RDST Racing is 8th place. Red Bull KTM by Makoy is 9th place. Gojek Racing Aprilia in 10. San Carlo Honda LCR is 11. But it's absolutely Rayhan Alamin is claimed the 3 champion after 9 round in this champion.
Well, that's it. After round 9, we have our champion in the standing. We have our team champion and also constructors champion. But now we are back into Parc Fermé to have some chit chat with the podium sitter here, beginning with the third place sitter, Lucien Smith from Red Bull KTM Factory Macoy. So yeah, let's welcome Lucien Smith in Parc Fermé with Sarah.
Hello Lucien, congratulations on the podium. It's been quite long wait as well. Your last podium is the Makoy GP class came 9 rounds ago in Valencia last season. And for me itself, we have to go all the way back to 2023, so I imagine the emotion right now must be completely mixed. For a moment, you crossed the line in P1 and probably the victory was yours. But the double long lap penalty eventually drop your back to third place. That must be point satisfying and frustration at the same time. So tell us, how do you reflect on today's race? And what are your feelings after finally returning to the podium despite all the drama?
It wasn't easy at all, to be honest. First time we've got a full 100% race distance in Motorsport Indonesia, and I'm still fairly new to all this level of racing myself, so there is a lot to manage all there. I've already apologized to Rehan as well, because at the end of the day I made for too many mistakes in that race. The pace was there, actually. I knew it was there, but if you keep making errors like me myself, eventually pay the price for it, and that's exactly what happened today. So and it's real shame for me cousin as well, Jonathan. Honestly, things could have gone differently for the pair of us, but hopefully we'll come back stronger next round and put things right. And of course, congratulations to Rehan for winning the race and taking the championship in the Makoy PlayStation class. I'm truly happy for him. 9th time in a row now, if I'm not mistaken. That's mad, honestly. So yeah, I must be smiling right now. For every moment there, I thought I might break the streak myself, especially after taking the fastest lap and the whole shot. But well, racing. Sometimes it gives you glory, sometimes it gives you lesson. So yeah, thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Lucien. It really does feel like a victory that slipped away today, and unfortunately, the number of mistakes throughout the race proved costly at the end. Still, the pace and the potential were very clearly there for everyone to see, which I think is the important takeaway. Hopefully, we'll see you back in constant for a victory again after this final 2 races of the season. Right then, I'll hand things back over to Ariel.
So yeah, as we see in the race, looks like having a bit rush for Lucien cost her so much things in this race. But then again, congrats for the P3. Now we are moving on to the second place with Fadli Ramadan, who miraculously taking on back to the podium. From Family Mart Yamaha Factory, please welcome Fadli Ramadan in Park Ferme with Sarah.
Hi Fadli. That was an incredibly intense race with the 4 of you yourself, Lucien, Rayhan and Jonathan, all fighting at the front. You even led the race on several occasions, which shows just how strong your pace was today. There was that moment at turn 8 where you went down, but you still managed to recover and secure a podium finish, which is quite remarkable. How do you reflect on that race? And what are your feelings after such a dramatic performance?
It feels weird actually. I love this track. I know that I'm strong. I was strong here, and the crash at turn 8 is really, unfortunate. And yeah, I was confident at first that I can win the race, but after that crash, I had to lower my ego, and I have to admit that Rayhan is a better man today, and congratulations to him. I'm happy with the P2. I know I'm chasing the top guys in the championship, and I feel happy and keep on moving forward.
It was such an unfortunate crash, and I think it caught off all of us rather by surprise. Even so, it's encouraging to see you bounce back and secure a second consecutive podium, which says a great deal about your pace and resilience. Hopefully, the momentum continues into the next round and you can build on this result. Right then, I'll hand things back over to Ariel.
Well, it's like that major mistake really cost him so much. But then again, unexpected finish in P2 are really magical for Fadli Ramadan, and also we who watch also get some magical even here in the race. So yeah, once again, congratulations to Fadli Ramadan for the P2. Now we are moving into P1 with the champion of the race and also the championship here, the king of the 9 win in a row, Rayhan Alamin from MS Glow Ferment Ducati MEI. Please welcome him in the Park Ferme with Sarah.
Rayhan, congratulations! You are the 2025-26 MEI Makoy PlayStation class champion. What an extraordinary achievement, especially in your rookie season in this class in May. You taken the title and on top of that, secure victory in today's race. Although the result came together in quite a dramatic way toward the end. There were penalties ahead of the top 3 riders, including the long lap for Lucien after the contact with you at the chicane, which ultimately opened the door for you. From the outside, it almost looked as though you were managing things carefully and waiting for the right moment. Are you playing it safe and enter a race? So tell us, how are you feeling right now? And was that approach part of your strategy throughout the race?
Absolutely amazing. After last season become a rookie of the year at Macoi series, I realized that I have something, Then I try to prove it, and this is it. Champion as a rookie. is meaningful for me. I'm very happy. I did an amazing job so far. Still undefeated with 9 wins in a row, with a little bit disappointed because my whole shot, pole position and the fastest lap streak have been broken. But despite that, this race was quite tough for me. Everybody were fast today. I did not play it safe because I want that win so bad. I have the pace also, but the contact with Luzan changed the race a little bit, but I think it's a fair play. I enjoyed that battle a lot. And I think it's a good race for Luzan and also Fadli there. They are doing a great job today. And lastly, thanks for all the support so far. Thanks also for all sponsors. The championship title is on my hand, but I think my job's still not finished. Let's hunt the perfect win for this season. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Rayhan. It's wonderful to hear how pleased you are with today's result. Even though your streak of pole position and fastest laps come to an end, I doubt that will trouble you too much now that you secure the Makoy PlayStation competition title. Congratulations once again on a truly remarkable season. Right then, I'll hand things back over to Ariel.
Well, this is from Rehan Alamin, who didn't expect to get P1 since, I've seen him, his pace, he just tried to take it calm, take it lean back, but finishing P1 is also a surprise for me, for Rehan Alamin also, but then again, he's the champion, he claimed the victory, he claimed the title, so once again, congratulations to Rehan Alamin, who managed to finish in P1, and also taking on the title of a champion here in this championship of the Makoy PlayStation class. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, that's it, our for podium here in P3 to P2 and also P1. Once again, Luzan Smith, Fali Ramadan, and also Rehan Alamin, our top 3 rider here in Donington Park, United Kingdom. With that also, we are finishing our part here for the 9th round of the 2025-2026 Motorsport Indonesia Makoy GP in United Kingdom, Donington Park. We are going back tomorrow for the Makoy GP class main race after we've seen also the sprint before. So stay tuned with us. In the next day, we are going to see some epic battle from the Makoy GP class with some epic races and also battles, of course, to be expected. So looks like that's for the race of today. Happy Saturday to all of you. Don't forget to take some rest and don't forget to wash your face with MS Glow for Men before sleep. And also for those of you guys who want to get some information about MotoGP, you can follow BrakeGP or BGP in social media, and also don't forget to follow our social media. Let's shout out to our sponsor who've been supporting us in this season. We have Makoy Jillevilleneuve, we have Macoi Studio, MS Glow for Men, BGP, Wooby Snack, WD Tour, FRP, and also Rynex Wear. And we have also BGP and Esport People Indonesia as our media partner. We have also Makoy NDRL as our technical partner. With that, the first half of United Kingdom Grand Prix is finished. We are going back to see you guys again tomorrow in the Makoy GP class for the main race. So looks like that's it. Please be healthy, be happy to all of you. We'll see you guys back in the next race.